Hi, this is Amanda from Berroco, and I'm going to be demonstrating the basics of working a cable stitch. The yarn I'm using is Vintage in the worsted weight. The thing that I love about cables is the fact that they're so straightforward. When you look at a cable pattern, it kind of looks as if some of the stitches have crossed over other stitches. And in fact, that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what you do when you cable stitches. To achieve this, you have to change the order in which stitches are worked along a row. On a regular row of knitting, you start with the rightmost stitch on your needle and work along each stitch all the way until the end, working them in order as you go. But when you're going to work a cable stitch, you change the order by putting some of the stitches onto a cable needle like this one, then skipping over those stitches and then working more stitches from your left needle, then coming back and working the stitches off of your cable needle. And this basic concept is the same for just about every cable. When you're reading a cable stitch pattern, the pattern is going to tell you specifically how many stitches to slip onto the cable needle and then how many to work off of your left needle. So let's go through a couple of cable stitches from Alexi, which is a free cabled cardigan pattern on our website. The first one, labeled CB6, reads as follows. Slip 3 stitches to cable needle and hold in back, knit 3 from cable needle. So that means I'm going to slip the next 3 stitches on my left needle onto the cable needle and then hold them in the back of my work, like so. And then I'm going to knit the next 3 that are on my left needle. So I kind of hold the cable needle back there so it doesn't get in my way. Knit the first stitch, the second, and the third. And now I'm going to get my cable needle and I have to tug at it a little bit because I am rearranging the order of these stitches. But I don't twist it or anything. I want the first stitch on my cable needle to be the first one that I slipped onto it in the first place. So I hold it back here and then I knit the 3 stitches off of the cable needle in the same order that I put them on. So that's the cable. And now I'll purl across these little spacer stitches I have. And now we're on to another one. This next one is called CR4 in the pattern, and it reads as follows. Slip the next stitch to cable needle and hold in back, knit 3, knit 1 from cable needle. So instead of just slipping 3 stitches onto my cable needle like I did last time, I'm going to slip only 1 stitch. And then I'm still going to hold it in the back of my work. And then I will knit the next 3 stitches on my left needle. And now I'm ready to knit that stitch on my cable needle, the one that's waiting back here. And that one you can see is a little more subtle, the twist, since I only had 1 stitch traveling behind these 3, whereas over here I had 3 stitches traveling behind. And now the next cable is called a CL4 in the pattern, and it says to slip the next 3 stitches to a cable needle and hold in front, knit 1, knit 3 from the cable needle. So this time I'm going to slip 3 stitches to my cable needle. Oops. And this time, instead of holding it to the back, I'm going to hold it to the front. So I'm going to leave it up here. And then I will knit 1 stitch from my left needle. and then knit the 3 stitches from my cable needle. The rest of Alexi's cable stitches are all variations on these. Each variation creates stitches moving in a different slant or like in a mirror image of one of the other cable stitches, kind of like the last 2 that I did, where this one had 1 stitch traveling behind 3 to the left, and then over here I have 1 stitch traveling behind 3 to the right. So those are mirroring each other. And that's how you create symmetrical shapes, or like the diamond shapes that are in the Alexi pattern. Cables are fun to work since they create such a dramatic effect, and surprisingly they don't require that much effort. As long as you have a little cable needle and a little bit of patience to read through the instructions and make sure you count out your stitches correctly, you'll have no trouble with it. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.